Good morning again, everybody. Pray you're having a awesome morning today. I just have a little something to talk about. I don't know. It's I have some of these, grew up in this small town, so a lot of people. I have some friends that I went to school with back, we went through school all together. We were friends back then in school. And we got together yesterday, and I've been trying to tell these guys stuff for like the last 10 years, trying to tell them the truth about different things, and I've never gotten anywhere with any of them, I don't think, because, and to be honest with you, I think I'm done. I just can't. I'm done talking to them. They're too smart, I guess. At least they think they are, to know the truth about anything. Because whenever you tell them the truth about anything, it's always, laughing at me or, giving me a hard time about something or what, I'm done with it. Yesterday, one of my friends kind of talking about vaccines, about the shot that's coming out. And, my other friend, he's a big bank guy, or he has all of his degrees and makes a ton of money, so he's super smart, way, way, way too smart for somebody like me. So we were talking about the vaccine the shot that they're going to come out with, and I was telling them, all the bad things that are in the vaccines that we know about, and one goes one in one ear and right out the other, just like I don't say anything. And then I get this: oh, buddy, vaccines are good for you. They're good for you. They help fight off disease. I could not believe what I was hearing. Seriously, I could not believe what I was hearing. And so at that point, it's all done. There's no helping. I pray for these people every day. And, when we don't get together very often, but every time that we do, I'm like, okay, because I pray for these guys all the time. There's got to be some kind of breakthrough. I'm going to get together with them, and I just know that they're going to talk about something that has some truth, and I'll be able to talk to them with them about it. Never happens. So I was, they tell them, I've never been right about anything, they say. Well, what they're talking about is because, like 8 years ago or whatever, I told them, I said, hey, silver, precious metals at some point are going to go through the roof. They're going to, the dollar's going to lose reserve currency status, going to go through a bunch of a reset, all of that, Well, that's never came true yet, so that's always a big thing, well, you were wrong about silver. No, I'm not wrong about silver. I don't know if I'll be here or not to use it, because, who knows? I might die today, but it's going to be soon, and silver will go through the roof. It's already going up right now. But just remember, everything's rigged, and it just takes a mouse click to move the markets. That's it. So, there's, with the silver, and I've told them about the Agenda 21 before. I've tried talking to them about stuff, but they just don't see it. They cannot see it happening right in front of their stupid faces. And I'm so frustrated with them. It makes me sick now, Seriously. After yesterday, I don't know. I have nothing to talk to them about. They just want to talk about worldly things, and like the future is just going to be awesome, talking about buying property in 10, and then in 10 years it'll be, blah, blah. You people are just lost. So I guess the whole point to this video is, other than me just ranting, is that these people are not going to ever wake up unless God wakes them up. I pray for them. I pray that he wakes them up. Because, this guy who thinks that vaccines are wonderful, they're good for you. Oh, buddy, vaccines are good for you, teaching me, telling me. And, he said one thing. He said that, yeah, he heard about this, people talking about bad about vaccines, and he was reading something about how Russia, some years back, had this big campaign, a big psyop to tell people that vaccines are bad for them, to get them so they won't take vaccines. I mean, come on. Just do a little research of what's in the things. You can see right with their papers that they are not good, they're not tested for carcinogens or anything. Totally pushed on the people for genocide, But what makes me feel bad about him is that he's got 2 young children, one that I think is going to be in like the 1st grade this year, and the other one's younger than that. Before, he told me that if they had to wear masks going back to school, that they were just going to homeschool because that wasn't going to happen. But now, here I'm talking yesterday that, the masks don't really bother him, and, he's fine with the masks. His boy, when he goes to school, he's going to have to wear a mask now. All these children having to wear masks. I'm done. I am done with this place over here. If you live in a small town, probably the best thing that you could ever do is just move away from it. If you know everybody in the same, because nobody listens to you over here. When you've known them your whole life, they don't listen. I guess it's after you get born again and the Holy Spirit starts teaching you things, they just, they can't comprehend on what's going on. They have no spirit. He says that he loves Jesus all the time so much, and that he's all into Jesus, and he reads the Bible, and I know he does. I know he reads the Bible and does that stuff. But then how come, if he has the Holy Spirit in him, then how come every time he hears anything that has to do with any truth, he totally shuts down, Whatever. I'm just not going to be frustrated with it no more. I'll still pray for the guys and everything, but yeah, it's not worth it to me no more. Doesn't seem to ever pan out anyway, so I guess that's why, Jesus says you can't be a prophet in your hometown. A prophet is just a messenger, but the people that know you, they're not going to listen. It's just impossible for them to, I guess. And man, it just is hard for me to believe, because if you actually have somebody right in front of you telling you something, and telling you things to look up, it's like, well, look this up then, look that up. He said that he did research on the vaccines and they're good. So what can you say? Can't say nothing to that. That's about as asleep as you can be for somebody that thinks they're awake. Well, he's a big Trump fan too, so Trump's gonna save everybody. Boy, I sure am glad that he's in office, right? Okay, I will let you guys go with that. If you haven't been saved yet by Jesus Christ, Yeshua HaMashiach, make sure to do so today. You don't want to be left and caught in this trap that they've set up here. So, I'll talk to you guys later. Sorry for complaining to you. See you, love you, bye.